What's up, y'all? Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to make Spanish guitar melodies, so let's begin. Obviously, the number one element to Spanish guitar melody is a Spanish guitar. Without any effects, this is how it sounds. So let me show you what I did in terms of effects, and then I'll show you how you can make your own melodies like this. I started with a gross beat. I used a slow triplet. What this preset does is that it brings the whole melody 5 notes down. So originally it was at A minor. With this, it's now at E minor. So this is how it sounds just with the gross beat and nothing else. As you can hear, it's pretty dry. What I did afterwards is a Valhalla Vintage, pretty simple reverb, and then with Effect Rack, I used the preset called Liquid Vibe. I added Sketch Cassette to it, brought the mix down to like 40%, a simple EQ to boost the highs and bring the lows down. And now this is how it sounds just with the effects. So let me show you how I actually made the melody. You're gonna start with your bass notes and do a simple triad. So the first note, the third note, and the fifth note of the scale is a triad. You're gonna keep it the same, but bring the second note one down. Already gives you the dark vibes. What I did was I copied and pasted this over, and then this time I brought the highest note one up. The only difference at the end is the middle note going one up again to its original spot. Just copied and pasted this over. Afterward, I hit Control A and then Alt A. This brings out the Arpeggiator for us. You can use any of these presets. I used 132 cropped, and the time knob was at the middle. And the last thing I did was Alt R and just pretty much randomize the velocities a little bit, and this is how it sounded. So now using this, you can come up with your own melodies. When you're trying to go for Spanish guitar melodies, you gotta get your main Spanish guitar melody right. Otherwise, it's not gonna sound good. After that, I used the soft piano from Labs. It's a free plugin. I used the same chords, chopped them up a little bit, and then did Alt S and strum everything so they would sound more realistic. After that, I did Alt R, messed with the velocity knob a lot, and this is how it sounded by itself. I chopped these chords into 2 every bar, but at the end I chopped them into 4 sections so they would emphasize the ending a little bit more. To this I added dark reflections from Effect Rack, some EQ. For the second part of the sample, I added a Fat Filter Saturn II with the octave down preset, which brought it 1 octave down, but it's not really the same thing as bringing the melody an octave down. It's more like a saturation effect at the same time, and I did an automation for that. For the second part, it's a little bit more subtle. After that, I added a Gypsy Violin. Everybody knows this. It's just a really simple pattern that goes along with the melody. To this, again, I added a simple reverb, a little bit of saturation, and some EQ. These are the settings. Another thing I added was this one shot. Pretty simple. I put it in the right key and added reverb and delay to it because it was too dry without the effects. Without any effects, this is how the one shot sounded. See, it's like too dry and we don't need that, so with the reverb and the delay it sounds a little bit better. Another thing I added was the Snare Accent. This just plays almost like a hi-hat and it just gives it a little bit of a rhythm. It's really tucked up in the mix. As you can see, the mix is all the way down on this one. And I have this other guitar from Contact as well with some ping pong delay, an echo boy delay, and an EQ, and this is what it sounds like. Again, at the end, I add variations all the time. I don't want to keep it too boring. And I have a lot of strum notes here, which makes the melody actually sound like somebody's playing it. So this is how all of these sound like. The last thing I have here is the Spanish guitar with an effect, and this is how it sounds. This is actually a pretty common and known effect with Effectrix. It's called backwards vocals. After recording the whole thing, I brought it 3 notes down and we got the final product. If you like this tutorial and you want more of them, you can always support me by subscribing and commenting down below. I also have a link down in the description for the weekly loops. I send out loops every single week for free. All the loops have the BPM, the key, and the style labeled on them. First link in the description will be that. So I'm gonna play you the beat I made with this loop, and have a good one.